Mr. Robbins.
Henry, does anyone ever open a window in this place? What kind of job is it? Or working with and Bill, why don't we go for a beer? Maybe loosen you up. I'll loosen you.
Damian, Kindler, ladies and gentlemen.
Maybe we get Jack Nicholson's case dad.
Oh, wow.
I won't go there.
I want to talk about Henry for a second. Season 2, no terrible thing, really, in season 2. I mean, we spent a lot of season 1 kind of watching Henry come to grips with his abnormality, and then seeing him kind of accept it. And then it seems to have really been kind of in the background for a lot of the second season. Where's your character headed in the next season?
Oh! Yeah, I think it's interesting to see a lot more of that side of Henry.
Woo!
Ultimately, we see a lot more of a lot of sides of Henry. We're not written with the luxury of having magic denim shorts that just kind of our Henry gets naked. No, it could do there.
I've had the unfortunate experience of having a scene off during the day and going to get a cup of coffee and I'm going to go down to the stage and see what they're shooting and just kind of walk. Oh! I don't need.
I did shoot a scene where Robbins was standing about 8 feet behind me. Yeah, sort of.
Like the jaws of life to get that image out of here.
This is something you cannot unsee. I've seen your ass so many times.
I've seen your butt so many times.
There's definitely, Henry's had quite the good season, and there's been a lot. I think the luxury of having 20 episodes is we all have to explore our characters a little more.
The words you're looking for are werewolf love. Werewolf love.
A lot of the second season was sort of dominated by a much bigger scope, right? It seemed like the show went kind of global in the second season. We got to see these other sanctuaries, and a lot of it was about this big effort that was made to bring down the sanctuaries. I don't really have a sense of the trailer, and I don't want you to give too much away, but what's the kind of, where are we, it seems like we ended season 2 in this really crazy position. I mean, I just want to get a sense of, tease us a little bit in terms of season 3. Now, it seems like things are kind of in disarray.
Well, we live. Whoa, it's spoiler there. No, we survived the time. We actually do a lot of we go back in time this season, which I love. We sort of explore the early days of the 5 and go back to the 1800s, and that informs so much of where the sanctuary is today, and especially with Helen's character. So we do that. We're going to Paris, I believe. Are we shooting in Paris? We're trying to shoot in Paris. It's be exciting.
The idea is that we got ourselves in an incredible bind, and then I think that we had done the big bad conspiracy people trying to bring down the sanctuary, and we didn't want to recycle that or reincarnate it in some ways. We wanted to take the show in a very fresh direction that was very kind of back to that positive, exciting, adventurous spirit that is the sanctuary. And the upside of season 2 is that we created this global stage for the show. There's sanctuaries all over the world. And so we're not going to be having the cabal bring down the sanctuary or all that. It's going to be a much more, it's going to be a discovery that sets our team on a very different agenda. New villains, new allies, we're really excited about it because it was a daring move, and I think it's turned out well.
Yeah.
You guys are going to love it. I mean, we got some of your favorites are definitely back. The cast, some of your favorites we've got for sure. And then there's some new faces, new characters that you guys are going to love. And it's been a real treat, the caliber of talent that we've had on our show.
Absolutely.
Next story.
Because we have 20 episodes really has made a huge difference in terms of the arcs that we're allowed to do. So this story that Damian's referring to is a big part of season 3, and it's a huge arc for all of us. And the fact, though, that we also still go down to the intimate episodes, we find out more about Henry, we're going back to Will, we go back to Magnus's past. So there's an intimacy on this huge scale.
There is more. You get your characters to grow and want to know more about them. We are bringing in love interests and more relationships, and that's fun because when you have people in mission mode for 2 seasons, then you can have them in, date night mode. That's fun because it never goes smoothly.
We have such a the company of actors just keeps growing, and certainly this year, like Lara said, the company grows, and just to be able to work with some of these actors and want to bring into the show is really, really exciting, and it's been great. And some of the new characters, this new villain.
It's been so great this season too because it's like this is the season you show up to work and you can't wait to get that next script, and you're shooting an episode and you just want to go through it, and you're so excited about it and you want to know what's going on with everybody else. Yeah, that's cool. Instead of sometimes you get a script and it's like,
Is there anything in those scripts that you dread? Is there anything what's for you when you have to do the transformation scenes and things like that? Are there technical challenges that are less fun to shoot?
Well, early on I was trying to figure it out, and now that we've got that dialed, I think when I say we're going to see more of Henry, I think it's also, what does Henry really look like when he transforms?
Yeah.
It's
old women's name, which
it's pretty incredible. But it's that for me, doing all that stuff and green dots all over my face and the body. So I just had to commit to being a werewolf. That first was a little bit like, how do you do that without laughing at yourself? But then you just kind of get into it, and it was pretty.
Every now and then you open the script and you just be like, oh, this is so great. Oh, the scene is really good. And then there'll be one little line like, Will is put into a bathtub of ice naked. What?
We had this
wanted to eat carbs this week.
With this thing on the show, you guys have probably heard us say before, there's not so much nudity as there is nudity. And
That's because I'm an executive producer.
Every once in a while, and I'll see just nothing but egg whites on Robbins' plate, and we're like, oh, I haven't read the script yet.
I think Amanda is the one who knows what it's like to open the script, usually with my name on the front, and go, oh my god. What?
Speaking of that, early on, and still to this day, because Henry has all this techno battle, and so it's we'll do the table readings. Like, oh, you gotta be kidding me. Like, are these words even real? and if I ever complain, one time I was like, this is crazy. How long this is crazy. And then I looks at me, she's like, Robert, 10 years. 10 years.
Let's open things up to the crowd. Anybody out there have any questions?
No softball questions.
This is for Dunne.
Me first?
In the last season finale, we saw a great scene of you Bollywood dancing. And
I don't know if it was great, but
It was.
My question is, what was your experience with it? Because I saw other people doing it and they were really bad, and yours was good. So what was your experience learning it, and when you heard you're going to do that, what was your reaction to it?
The short answer is I have no idea how I got through it. I remember when the script came to me, I honestly thought, we do a lot of practical jokes on the Sanctuary, a lot, and we're always trying to one-up each other, and I was like, wow, Damian really has gone very far with this practical joke, because he's written an entire fake script. I was like, Ozzy, don't you have to be writing real scripts for the show? So, and Marty was like, no, this is real, we're doing this. And I'm like, come on guys, you don't have to go this far. Until I realized that actually this is something that we're going to be doing. Then I was very, very terrified, as you can well imagine. There was a wonderful dance instructor who came to the set to teach me how to, first, not how to Bollywood dance, how to dance. I mean, she had to start at the lowest rung on the ladder, and she was terrified. She just thought, when she said, well, let's just try a couple things just to see where your level is. And I saw the terror in her face, and I knew it was
Just have to remember, it's important to say that when we were shooting that, it was a heat wave. It was so hot.
Mark Wood stood up on the thing and said, he had his iPhone, he said, it's 40 degrees Celsius in Mumbai today. It's 42 degrees in Vancouver. All the weather with us. And then there was this whole thing that transpired where it kind of news traveled very quickly through the whole set and the office, and everywhere I would walk, people would be like, oh man, I can't wait to see you. I can't wait to see you, man.
I had that day off, I'm coming and I'm taking this out.
And then it just kind of happened. I don't know. Honestly, I went into a trance. I remember Mark Wood saying, all right, we're done with the dancing. And I kind of snapped out of it. I don't really remember much of it. But yeah.
It was amazing. Every time you turned a corner, there was Robin practicing a Bollywood dance.
I never thought it was going to be cool.
People started filing out, like the accountants in the office. And why are you guys so down on the stage? What's going on? Go back, let's get it. See you, man. You're going to make it yourself.
But then you kind of lose it all the way.
Absolutely. Is that a compliment? Come on, here.
Okay.
I inquired last year about bucking the trend of killing off your guest stars, and it hasn't really happened yet. So since they probably won't be sticking around for all that long, aside from Paul McGillian, who isn't dead yet, can we expect any more guest stars from the Stargate family?
You know, that's did you know that Robin didn't dance? We don't like killing people. It's just dramatic. About the Stargate guest stars, to be honest, I mean, we all came from Stargate, and we really want Sanctuary to stand on its own without having to sort of say, look, we're still using our Stargateness. So when the role's right and the actor's right, then that's what we want to do. We don't make a deliberate choice to say it's got to be someone who worked on Stargate. We love working with our Stargate family. You know, it's been, say, 10 years, and we work with amazing people.
Yeah.
But we try to protect our own ecosystem and make it an organic choice to that.
Although having said that, we have tried to get a couple of people on, and there's been issues with timing and availability, so it's not like we haven't tried. We're still trying.